This video continuation of simple lipid. Second category of simple fat, that was waxes. Waxes also ester of fatty acid and alcohol other than glycerol. Many type of waxes. First one, plant waxes. We have seen hydrophytes, that plant seen in water, that is aquatic plant. There is waxy coat on the surface because wax acts as a barrier. Because of this waxy coat, the water not come and contact with plant tissue directly. This is substance called cutin, is from the cuticle, normally found in hydrophytes. Another type of waxes, bee wax. The wax produced by honeybee to make their hives. The cell hexagonal compartment they made by this bee wax. It is secreted by waxy gland which are in the last abdominal segment of worker bees. It is soft and yellow. Another wax which we have in our body is known as ear wax, which technically is known as cerumen. It is secreted by ceruminous gland which is presented in our external ear. Function is production of eardrum or tympanic membrane. Plant wax, bee wax, ear wax. Another example is sebum, commonly called oil. We have this gland all over the body, but most of this gland are presented in facial region. Many times we find turn oily because of this gland, sebaceous gland. Secretion is known as sebum. Then last one is lanolin, commonly called wool wax. Hairy structure presented in sheep body. They have this particular waxy coat on their hairy structure. Simple lipid waxes, notes format. Plant waxes, bee waxes, ear waxes. Then sebum and lanolin. Next, second category of lipids, that means conjugated lipid. Lipid plus non-lipid part. Now we have a couple of examples. First one is phospholipid. As names tell us, phosphate group attached with lipid. This one is the glycerol and fatty acid. Simple lipid attached with the phosphate group means phospholipid. Second one is glycolipid, carbohydrate attached with lipid. Another example, syncolipid, that means nitrogenous base attached with lipid part. Fourth one is protein will attach to the lipid, lipoprotein. It is presented in plasma membrane. So simple lipid along with the non-lipid part named as conjugated lipid. Example, phosphate will attach to lipid means phospholipid. Carbohydrate will attach to lipid means glycolipid. Nitrogenous base attached with lipid means syncolipid. Protein will attach means lipoprotein. Phospholipid, glycolipid presented in plasma membrane. Syncolipid presented in nerve tissue. Lipoprotein also present in plasma membrane. Mainly functions of production. Third category of lipids, lipid derivatives or derived lipids. These substances derived from simple and compound lipid by hydrolysis. Examples, sterols and terpenes. Two major groups, sterol and terpenes. First one is sterols. The sterol part, they are all derived, that is basic structure plus associated with something else. Also they can be plant origin. When they are plant origin, we called phytosterol. There are two examples we would take here, stigmasterol and pseudosterol. Stigmasterol obtained from soybean and also from progesterol. Pseudosterol obtained from wheat. The other category, if we obtained from fungus, name is called encosterol. It is found in plasma membrane of fungus and the function is production. Third one is obtained from animals called zoosterol. The most important zoosterol is cholesterol. The part where it is extracted from gallstone. So it is called cholesterol. Pure cholesterol is white crystalline substance and it have melting point 149 to 150 degrees Celsius and it acts as a insulator. So these are the properties of cholesterol. Another sterol is bile acid. For example, cholic acid, deoxycholic acid, cyanodeoxycholic acid, chemodeoxycholic acid. These are the derivatives of sterol. Another category, steroid hormone, that sex hormones. One more category, adrenal corticoid. These corticoid from adrenal cortex almost which are released, they are also in this category of steroid. And the final one is vitamin D. It can be synthesized in our body using cholesterol. Cholesterol acts as a raw material and then it converted into vitamin D. So cholesterol is very important because it acts as a steroid hormone and also used for vitamin D synthesis. It also presented in our plasma membrane also and it provided strength to plasma membrane. So the sterol is presented in the plant origin means called phytosterol. It have two groups, sigmasterol and pseudosterol. Sigmasterol is presented in obtained from soybean, pseudosterol obtained from wheat. It is presented in the plasma membrane of fungus means the sterol is called as encosterol. Then that sterol is presented in animal means zoosterol. Example, cholesterol. Another steroids, bile acid, steroid hormone, adrenal corticoid and vitamin D. Last category, terpenes. It is obtained from isoprene derivatives. Example, first one is natural rubber. It is actually polyterbene. Another terpenes are vitamin A and carotenoids are derivatives of isoprene. Terpenes have some specific odor to substances like camphor, eucalyptus oil, and methanol. These substances have characteristic odor or aroma based on terpenes. Thanks for watching.